Today, millions of people took to the streets in over 150 countries around the world to protest the climate change situation in what might be the largest environmental protest in history. In the global climate strike, as it was called today, students and adults walked out of their classrooms and offices and jobs to demand their leaders do more to fight climate change.
Millions of people in the streets around the world calling for action on climate change. That includes Sydney, to Berlin, to Bangkok, to New York. You are looking at an incredible worldwide set of protests.
There were just throngs of people. I was in a crowd of 250,000 people, of predominantly middle school children, high schoolers, 20-somethings. It was both exhilarating and heartbreaking at once when you think that all these children are asking for is a shot at a livable future.
The strike was inspired by the work of a 16-year-old Swedish climate activist, Greta Thunberg, who started these Friday climate change strikes a year ago. Here she was today in New York.
This is an emergency. Our house is on fire. We are doing this to wake the leaders up. We are doing this to get them to act. We demand a safe future. Is that really too much to ask?
It's almost exactly 50 years since the first Earth Day. And the Earth Day was invented by former Wisconsin Senator Gaylord Nelson. So those were great movements all across the world. It was very exciting. Well, this seems to be almost equal to it, maybe more. And here you have little kids. It's so moving to watch them realizing what's being done to them.
There's more hurricanes, and all those things, they threaten my island's future. If this area got destroyed, that would be devastating for me. I'm part of a lawsuit with 20 other youth plaintiffs who are suing the U.S. government for their actions to cause climate change. Basically, we are asking the U.S. government to put a science-based climate recovery plan into place.
I got educated myself, and I went to the climate reality training, and I brought my mom along since I'm a minor. I educated the students in my school, I educated students in the surrounding area across the U.S., and then I started speaking at rallies, marches, talking to politicians, and stuff like that. And that really snowballed. People are helping me in that I am in something greater than myself. I'm in something that will help my future as well as millions across the world.
My name is Tokata Iron Eyes, and I'm 16 years old from the Standing Rock Reservation.
You know, what do you think about the politics of this, where there are some people who are watching the climate strike who do work in oil fields or work in coal and are thinking, like, this is going to leave me out? What do you want to say to them?
I want to say that as a person of this generation, you know, it's not about jobs for me, and I recognize the value and importance of jobs, but when we're talking about the climate crisis, we are talking about a matter of whether or not there will be a future. So when we talk about jobs, we're talking about providing for the right here and the right now. What we need to be looking at is, what does life look like for our children? What does our life look like for our grandchildren? And it comes down to a matter of life and death.